Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. It's time. It's time I finished Super Magnetic Neo. Yeah, I don't think this game actually gets all that dark. I'm going to turn off the color correction. There we go. I still haven't figured out what is causing the screen to be so dark. From what I could tell, what my friend Seika was going through with streaming one of his old games. It might have to do with the converter I'm using? But I'm not sure. Here. Alright, so we got 5 levels left and at least 2 bosses. I don't know if there's a third boss after this, but I'm gonna fucking try. We're off to an incredible start. Alright, this isn't working. Get off my ass. I hate his gormless face. Why, he mad because I just started and I already game overed? I'm angry. Can't you tell? Fuck you. Oh, I can't run and change magnetic thingies at the same time. How lovely. I can't even land on top of it. So, it was that simple, huh? Whoops. They're ground-type boulders. Oh my god. It's Graveler. Oh, just end it all! So chat, it has been 70 degrees all day. Why you do this? Don't explode me. I feel like chat would sell me to Satan for a single corn chip. So did it all, and it took me a sec to find the right thing. Yeah, I adjusted the price. Oh, hello. What the hell? What is going on? Ah. What just happened? I don't know what just happened. Chat, maybe Retro Fighters doesn't make good controllers after all. Because this controller just... It just constantly disconnected and reconnected, and then I think it... pressed every input at once. Which reset the console. I'm gonna hope that doesn't happen again. If it does happen again, I'll have to dig out my official Dreamcast controllers, but I don't know where they are off the top of my head. So I'll have to go find them. Yeah, see, I stood by them for a while because they worked for me, and then Simkey said that they had awful customer support for him. And that the controller he got ended up being a dud. So... Wow, it was really that easy, huh? Checkpoint. Ah! Yeah, could you pull it out for me, Xeno? He might have been out of the room when I... Metal shelf right side. Yeah, I asked if he could pull it out for me, and I guess he left the room before I could get that out. Ow. Wait, that is a thingy that can thingy? Oh. Alright, chat. How about this? I'm giving myself until 8:30. If I cannot beat this level by 8:30, then I'm giving up. But don't worry, that doesn't mean I'll end stream, because I'll be swapping to the next game for this time slot. I'm swapping controllers. Alright, fuck you, Retro Fighters. This is going to get angry at me. So, I'll be maybe a couple minutes, so I'll just do that. Alright, I'm back. Swap to one of my official controllers. Bear with me. So I have two official controllers, one original third-party controller, and then we have two Retro Fighters controllers. And it looks like I might have to do something about my Retro Fighter controllers if the others start breaking down, because I have a few. Yeah. Because I have one for Dreamcast, two for N64, and one for Sega Genesis, which also doubles as a Sega Saturn controller. Alright, yeah, I gotta... The stick hasn't been used in a while. The Dreamcast analog stick is supposed to have like little bumps on it, but they get worn down over time. The bumps are supposed to act as friction, and the ones on this controller are worn down. Whoops. Why do I do the things I do to myself? I forgot there was a gap. Oh, come on. See, in Crash Bandicoot, they let you farm lives, but you can't farm lives in this. Not without just replaying the level. And the bonus levels only give you enough coins to get one extra life. Okay, so, chat, question. What do you think? If I give up on this game, or somehow finish it early, should I just swap to my Switch and move on to Luigi's Mansion? Or should I play some other Dreamcast games I have that I wouldn't necessarily do a full stream for? Like, say, Soul Calibur or something. Because I have a bunch of fighting games I could play. I also have Metropolis Street Racer, which I haven't played in a hot minute. That'd probably be cool to show off. Oh my god. What do you think, chat? Personally, I think I should just move on to, Dreamcast out, might as well show off stuff on it. That is true. As well. can't jump high enough. Also, I have a third VMU somewhere. I need to dig that out at some point. Because both of the VMUs I have in my controller right now are full. Especially going to be a problem to get any more Dreamcast games. I'm Angie. I'm gonna do... I have a bit I need to do. Hang on. Give me a moment here. Alright, listen, man. I'm doing a bit. Give me a moment. Why fucking shrink this? Where the fuck? Okay. Hang on. I'm fixing it.
Helps to have a map.
Yeah, where should I put this? Yo, fuck it. I'm just gonna leave it there. I don't care. Let me actually put that below other things, though. Here we go. 30 minutes and then raging? Yes. I started and in like 2 minutes I game overed. Video games were a mistake. Ah! People are aging me. There we go. Did it actually, or are you two doing a bit? Val? I am going to commit violence. I don't even know anymore. I've been thinking about Kingsfield 4 again, but I don't want to play it yet until I can dedicate more time for it. And I'm not at that point yet. I have a bunch of games that I started that I'm trying to finish. No, no, take me, take me! Aw. But I currently don't have... I have too many that I started and trying to finish, and I'm trying to play through them one at a time. So, starting with Silksong. Whoops. Then I have Daemon X Machina, Titanic Scion. Then Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. Then Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma. Then The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. And then Odin Sphere Leifthasir. Probably butchered that last one. And then once I've gotten through all those, the only other game that I have started that I want to finish, other than Kingsfield 4, the only two, the only three other games that I want to finish that I started are Kingsfield 4, Lunacid, and Lunar Silver Star Story Complete for PS1. So, once I finish this batch of games, I got those 3 games to get through, and then I'm done. I'm caught up, I have played everything that I have started, and I can just do whatever. Unfortunately, I'm also playing 2 Pokemon games right now, on top of Warframe, and, Deep Rock Survivors. Before you ask, how do you have all the time for this? I don't. That's the problem. Because even with for someone who has too much free time, it's still too many games. I don't know why I keep doing this for myself. God, Pikmin. There was a conversation going on in the server about Pikmin. We're all in agreement. Regardless of what you think of Pal World, Pikmin is even more blatant. And literally just steals designs. What's weirder, though, is that it steals designs from Pal World on top of Pokemon. So it's ripping off both the original game, Pokemon, and the copy, Pal World. And the ceiling fan designs, yes. Rewind 99. Yeah, I think I saw someone either posted that or sent that to me. I forget which. And it is on my Steam wishlist. I was actually adding a few things to my Steam wishlist. I decided I might actually get Mugenics at some point. Mostly because of influence from Kohai. Oh, mostly Kohai. I haven't watched, or I haven't seen Ryu play it, but Kohai's been playing it, and it actually looks pretty good. And if I'm being honest, a game having a voice actor I don't like is less of an issue than the actual developer or creator or CEO being a problem. Because here's the thing: the voice actor already got paid. Like, they're not getting paid anymore. If I buy the game, even if I buy 3 copies of the game, they're not getting paid 3 times. They already got paid. They're not getting paid anymore. So, buying the game doesn't actually mean anything in that case. I'm going to shit myself. So what does this even do? Ah! Seen her play it on stream. I don't even know if I'm friends with her on Steam. Should double check that. I'm very slow to add people. So, like, if I know... fucking hell. If I know you, and like we're already friends on, say, Discord or something, and I'm not friends with you on something else, it's nothing against you. I am just very slow to add people. I was friends with someone in a server that I met in a server for months before I actually bothered adding them. Because I just kept forgetting and assumed that we were already, like, added. Into the drink. Also, chat, would you like to see me play a little bit of Kingsfield 4 on stream at some point? I was going to just play the entire game off stream, but... Okay, we're live. But, like, I also want to show the game off. Because that's the thing, if I do stream it, I'm not going to stream the whole game. I'm only going to stream the, like, first 3 hours of it, basically. Because I did that with Dread Delusion, and I ended up loving Dread Delusion. Where's my little fist? I better not be getting carpets on my left hand now. And does that since the time she preferred to just enjoy games on her own but feel guilty not sharing? Yeah, I mean, it's not that I feel guilty about not sharing, it's just that I want to show off some of it, because, like, it's a rare game, it's a cool game, and not many people stream it. So, like, it'd be really cool to show it off, and be like, hey, guys, check out this awesome game that, is inspiring a lot of other games right now. While I die to a skeleton 30 times in 2 minutes. PlayStation 2 can produce mind-boggling effects. What game was that, by the way? The one that had the PS1 skeletons? Shit. Was it Kingsfield? I actually don't know what game it was. It was Kingsfield? Okay. Yeah, I have been interested in Kingsfield for years. Because it is a kind of game that is hugely ambitious for the PS1. So the fact that it even runs on PS1, albeit barely, is extremely impressive. I'm going to shit myself. But, the thing that drew me to Kingsfield 4 and what made me buy it on a whim for Christmas, something I had decided only like a month prior, when I knew I would have the money for Christmas, was, the dev for Fly Night, Waba Boy, cited Kingsfield 2 or Kingsfield 4 as an inspiration for what Fly Night 2 would be like. And as you guys know, I love Fly Night. It was one of my top 10 games of last year. And I cannot wait for Fly Night 2 if he actually does go and make it. We are somehow farming lives right now, and I don't know how to feel about that. But for Christmas randomly was alright, but never got far due to kid brain. Do you still own it? That could be worth a lot of money. Sadly, no. Damn. It was like, if you still had it and didn't want it, I would have offered to buy it off you. I'd even pay, like, market price for it to make sure you got a good deal. I wouldn't be able to do it right away, but I would have at least offered. I'd buy that for $1. Shit. I should watch that movie again, it's been too long. It's many games I once had and we worth a lot. And it happens to a lot of us. The older you get, or the older you are, the more likely you had something valuable as a kid. I am one of the rare exceptions who actually kept most of those games. Because I got into, well, no, I didn't really get into collecting at a young age. My family's just a bunch of hoarders, so we don't get rid of stuff if we still want it. And my mom wasn't the kind of person who made me get rid of my games. My parents did make me get rid of a lot of plushies, so there's a lot of plushies that I used to have that I don't anymore. So, I got to keep my games, but not my plushies. I used to have a Blaziken plushie that I don't anymore because it was one of the ones I decided to give up. It wasn't very comfortable. It wasn't very huggable, though. It's actually kind of tough, which I guess makes sense for Blaziken, but it wasn't very comfy. I'm not really a plushie person anymore. I have some, but I don't go crazy about them. My girlfriend, well, Soro specifically, really likes plushies, and I bought her a couple. Yours are the opposite. I'm sorry. But I mean, like, since I got to keep most of my games from a kid, I found out I actually had a fair amount of valuable games. Oops. Shit! Spike plush win. We'll get there. The bat from the nature animation shorts. The last plushie I got was the Sprodling from Warframe. Because I told Xeno when the Sprodlings were introduced that if they make a plushie of him, of one, I'm buying it, no questions asked. And lo and behold, they announced a makeshift campaign to get a plushie. And I pre-ordered it the instant it was available. But I have a bunch of plushies in my closet in a wooden chest that my uncle made for me, the one who passed away last year. But the ones that I actually have in my bed are the ones that I care about more, and it's kind of a mess of plushies. But I have a Latios, Ori from Ori and the Blind Forest. I have a little Kohai plushie that was handmade. I have a Kobold that a friend showed me that I ended up buying. That was from, I think that was also from a makeshift campaign. I have the Sprodling, and I have another Warframe plush. It's the Sand Skate, or Desert Skate, from the desert levels. It's basically a sand stingray. That's why I got him, because I love stingrays. I have like 2 other stingray plushes somewhere. I have a Strawberry Donut Dragon that's meant to like wrap around stuff. wrapped around a strawberry-themed dragon plush. I think it's a sea otter that one of my friends sent me as a birthday present. A Whiskey Dingo plush, a Cat Volts plush, and a Nico from One Shot plush. Those are all the ones I have. All the ones that are out. The rest of the ones in my chest are older and not tied to anything that I know of. I'm pretty sure I still have this mangy-looking Pikachu plush that I used to carry everywhere with me when I was a kid. You could press a button somewhere on it and it would say Pikachu. And there was a period where I brought that thing everywhere with me. It got so filthy. I even, like, when I was real little, I dropped it down the stairs on accident and I put a Band-Aid on its head, and there's a spot where the Band-Aid was that is cleaner than the rest of the damn thing. Yeah, well-worn plushie. I don't remember if I still have it, but... I also have a very small yellow stingray plush named Ray that I've had since I was young enough I could still be in the stroller. That I also used to take everywhere with me. And I never got rid of. He's still in my chest. I don't know what condition he's in now, but... yeah. Wow, this is like deep Spike lore that I would never normally talk about. Nobody ever asks me about plushes. Rey Skywalker. No. I never had any Star Wars plushes. I liked Star Wars as a kid, and then as I grew up, I kind of... I liked Star Wars as a kid, but as an adult, as I grew older, I kind of dipped from the franchise. And now I kind of think it's a shell of its former self. And a shelf, that too. But part of me wants to watch the original trilogy again, along with the prequels, and even the sequels. Just so I can see all of the movies again. And also, so I could see the movies, because I haven't actually seen the sequels yet. But the main thing that stopped me is, it's all for what, exactly? Like, what would be the point of this? It's gone to shit. It is being milked dry, like... What is the end goal I'm trying to achieve if I do this? If I watch the sequels? It's just going to be disappointment. That being said, I know The Mandalorian is good, and I know Andor is very good. I've heard some people say Andor is like the best Star Wars media in... ever. Like, in an absurdly long time. So, like, I kind of want to watch those. And I don't know if it's supposed to be good, but I want to watch the Ahsoka series because Ahsoka is my favorite character. Is my favorite Star Wars character. I've always liked Ahsoka. I don't know what this does. So, like, what is the point of that? Really gotta ask. Genuinely, I have no idea what this does. I was standing on the thing. I went through it. Fucking magnets. How do they even work? That is not even the direction I was holding. Chat, we have been on this level. This attempt at the level for almost 12 minutes. 13! Who's up for 13? Coming once, coming twice, going, however they say it. I don't fucking know, I've never been to an auction. Huh. Fine. I did it! I've been on that level for an hour. Thank you. Ugh. Oh no.
By the way, did I tell you what happened to me the other night? I went to my local watering hole, the Good Old Boy Saloon, and found a very depressed cowboy crying into his glass of moonshine. He was telling the barkeep all about how he was unable to compete with the other villains because his weapons were so old-fashioned. You see, he only had one measly six-shooter, while everyone else had lasers, flamethrowers, rocket launchers, and hazardous chemicals. I laughed and told him that the world is so concerned with technology that people have forgotten about strategy. Why not learn to shoot with both hands? Not only will it add a certain panache to your style, it will also allow you to compete with even the fiercest villains on the scene. A few hours later, he had forgotten his troubles and was having a great time. We were laughing and carrying on like old school chums. Actually, I offered him a place in the Wild West section of Pow Pow Park.
You don't say!
Huh?
I forgot to save. This game is rated E for everyone, and yet they mentioned moonshine, and a guy has a cigar and a woman had a cigarette. Oh, I didn't realize he hit me. That was surprisingly easy. Really? Seriously? They all just fall off? All of the extra lives just fell off the level. I only got to collect one of them. I hate this game, man. That is the wrong way, and I forgot to let go. When video games were good, when they had a soul. Oh, speaking of video games having a soul, I finished Yakuza Like a Dragon yesterday. It's very good. The ending was not what I expected. It didn't break me, but I feel like if I were to see it again through someone else or through me, it will break me. I think I was kind of just in shock and didn't know how to react. So, my plan right now is to focus on Silk Song next. I tried to finish that. Warp Burger. Alright, missing the jump. Perfect, perfect. We're off to an amazing start. I love it here. Let's go anywhere. No. So fun fact about this game, Val. That pill I picked up in the boss fight to give me an extra hit point isn't present in the Japanese version at all. They made it easier for the American audience. But there's still no real way to farm for extra lives. And those pills only show up in very specific parts of the game. They're not a regular power-up you can find. Americans are weak and bad at video games. You see, the funny thing is that depending on what game it is, it actually could go either way. Because, yeah, some games were made easier for American audiences, like this game. And Super Mario Bros. 2, the original version, famously didn't release in the US because Miyamoto felt it was too difficult for... Why would you put a gap there? There's not enough time to stop. Why would you put a gap there? Anyways, but there are actually instances of Japanese devs being told to make a game harder for the American release. And that's true for some licensed games. Because in Japan, especially with Konami, there were a couple Konami games that were made harder for the American audience because the American branch of Konami was banking on rental sales. So the head of the branch wanted the games to be harder, so that way if a kid rented one of the games, they wouldn't be able to finish it before they could return it. So that way they would keep renting it to try to beat it. Or rent it for longer periods. So it's both. It's both that some Japanese devs or heads of American branches felt that the Japanese versions were too hard, so they made them easier. And there's also instances where the American branches wanted it to be harder, so that way they could make more money from rentals. Oh, so that was just there the whole time. Okay. When's Devil May Cry 3? I didn't see it. What's up with Devil May Cry 3? What's up with Devil May Crevel? This is normal difficulty with Japan's hard. Ah, okay. You could have grabbed onto that. Get off my ass. Got fixed in the special edition, released later, though. Okay. Does anyone remember at least one of EGN's reviewers called out the difficulty back in the day? It's a very good score, though. Well, yeah, I mean, hard games can still be very good. I mean, look, I liked Hollow Knight despite how much I struggled with it. And then there's this. Yeah. What? Why do you just stop? I... See, the thing is... The game has to be good and, like, well-made and polished for the difficulty to be part of the good experience. And this game is slippery. This game is very slippery. So, like, on top of the hard difficulty, it's very easy to just slide off a platform for no reason. Or to press the wrong button because there's two buttons you gotta work with. That's a lot of Mario. Yeah, if I remember correctly, the two Virtual Boy games are Mario. I think. Actually, I don't know what they are. Oh, that is not enough time! I know the GBA game is, fucking... Mario vs. Donkey Kong. So, that, I'm gonna be playing. Okay, it was Mario's Tennis, alright. Mario's Tennis and Mario Clash, okay. Yeah, Mario Clash is a game I actually have always wanted to play, because it is referenced in WarioWare. And I always thought it was interesting from what little snippets you get to play of it and that. Also, the run button is more like a burst run button, so if you press the button and move, you will move a set distance before you stop. You don't stop on a dime. It's like a burst of speed. It's not like you're running. It's more like a sudden sprint. So I'm going to press R. I'm going to press and then immediately let go. That is your run. So, not very intuitive. So I finished that first level, so I'm just going to keep going. What if I get to 10:30? Sorry, 9:30. And we're still not done. I'm just going to end there, and that will be it for Super Magnetic Neo in for stream. So I will say, chat, this is not the last we will see of it. Unfortunately. Because I have a plan for something next year. Next year marks 5 years of streaming. And as something I'm going to do for it, I'm going to have a redemption arc bit at some point. Where I will be playing some of the games I've retired on stream to give them a second chance and try to finish them. So, actually, what even are the games that would include? I'm telling you this now just so you know that I will come back to this at some point if I don't finish it. Because I do have a list of everything I've retired. Alright, well, there's an extra game that should be on here. Yeah. So, ignoring this game, it's 5 games. Landstalker for Genesis, The Lawnmower Man for SNES, Mario and Wario for SNES, Silent Hill 4 The Room for PS2, and Wallace and Gromit and Project Zoo for GameCube. So, when I do Silent Hill 4, I'm going to be following a fucking guide. But yes, Silent Hill 4 is one of the ones, because I do want to finish it. I genuinely want to finish it. My original plan was to play it off stream, but then I never got around to doing that. Nope. So I don't actually know if I'll try to redeem the Lawnmower Man, because that's something I have to do in one sitting. So I don't know about that one. I do at least know of an infinite lives cheat for it. And when I originally streamed it, I had told the person who had suggested it that I wasn't going to play the game without that cheat. So, it is actually kind of cool, though, that out of every game I finished on stream, there's only been 5 that I've retired. I have suffered through or finished everything else, aside from the few that I had no intention of streaming the full games of. Like Dread Delusion and Cult of the Lamb, because those were stuff I did off stream. But usually with those games, I would be upfront about that, or I would just say, yeah, I'm just going to take this off stream. It's not retiring the game. Because in those cases, I did actually wind up finishing them. Because I did that for Hollow Knight, Echoes of Wisdom, Cult of the Lamb, and Dread Delusion, and all those I ended up finishing, just not on stream. Oh. I'm going to commit violence. Alright, that one was on me. Technically all of these are on me, but I'm still blaming the devs. Because if I don't blame the devs, it's my fault, and I don't like that. I pressed the wrong button, so I get to do this all over again. And now I'm dead. And I game over too. Wonderful. I really do hate his gormless face. Chat. It's not looking good. This game looks bad. It needs ray yeah, it's definitely what it needs. Yeah. How's that Lego Yoda video still going? I'm gonna be honest, I've kind of just tuned it out, so I have no idea if it's been doing anything funny for stream. Do you want me to run through it? There's like no room. I was gonna say, if that missed somehow. Alright. I have made a decision. I'm giving myself one more game over. If I don't beat the game, then, that's it. I'm done. I've had enough. Game over after this. Then the game beats you. That's fine. I can live with that. Listen, if it sucks, hit the bricks. You can always leave. And that goes for streaming, too. Don't stream a game that's pissing you off or you're not enjoying. Don't do it just because you said you were going to, or because chat wants you to play it, or because people like it, or because it's popular. If you're not having fun, you shouldn't be streaming the game. I am stubborn and give an honest try to every game I stream. But sometimes it just don't work out. And that's fine. Not every game is going to. Sometimes a game is just too hard, is boring, or just isn't fun. You're not gonna like it. Sometimes a game is too jank, too old, or some other thing. And if it sucks, hit the bricks.
Welcome to the fantasy zone. Get ready.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Val. Shit. 30 months, Jesus Christ. Means a lot that you keep supporting me, Val. Fuck video games. All my homies hate video games. I fucking hate video games. There's this meme. You know the Two Cakes comic where it's like, oh man, that guy's cake is way better than mine, and another guy goes, wow, two cakes? There's a version of that I've seen where it's game developers. Oh, that guy's cake is way better than mine. Gamers. I fucking hate video games, and he's lasering both cakes. I've seen another edit of that where it's game developers. I fucking hate video games. Gamers. I fucking hate video games. That is what you have conjured to my brain by saying that. That's what I think of. I missed that meme. It was a good meme. There's an Outer Wilds version of it too, because of course there was. Game developer. Oh man, that guy's cake is way better than mine. Outer Wilds fans. You have to play Outer Wilds, but don't look anything up about it. Also, I can't tell you anything about the game. You just have to play the game. Just trust me, man. Doesn't touch either of the cakes. The only thing more redacted in the Epstein files is two Outer Wilds fans talking to each other in Discord. In a public server, specifically. Let's see a political joke for the night. That's the wrong button. Fuck. Ah. Well, that's it for Super Magnetic Neo. Unfortunate, but it happens. Alright. So, unfortunately, that is the end of the game, but it's not the end of the stream. I'm gonna go find some of the Dreamcast games to play. Give me a moment here. Ooh, the disc is nice and toasty. Interesting. Alright, give me a moment here. I'm gonna go into the game room and find another game. Where is... Oh, there it is. Alright, chat, I have 4 games for us right here. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Metropolis, Street Racer, Soul Calibur, Virtua Fighter 3 TB. I have to double check something. I can't stream Metropolis Street Racer, actually. Because it's a Microsoft property. Never mind on that. I had forgotten it was made by Bizarre Creations, which is owned by Activision, which is owned by Microsoft. So, never mind on that. I'm also not confident I can stream it in the first place because I think it has licensed music, but I'm not sure. I brought it down anyways. I'll have to check that out off stream. It's been a while. Okay, I've been playing a lot of Virtua Fighter through, Yakuza, so let's play Virtua Fighter. This is Virtua Fighter 3 TB. The TB stands for Team Battle, I believe. I'm not very good at Virtua Fighter, so don't expect quality gameplay here. I also don't know which one has my save on it. Which VMU. I'm gonna leave the title alone. It's Taxi, Jet Set, Go, Insist Online, Can probably delete these because we have the GameCube version now. Soul Calibur, Magnetic Neo, Sonic Adventure, Metropolis Street Racer, Silver. Capcom. Resident Evil. Arcadia, Shenmue, Sonic Adventure. Oh! I have a free file. Zeno, are you listening? Can you confirm we have Phantasy Star Online for GameCube, episodes 1 and 2? We have those? Or we have that? Cool, okay, I'm deleting these. Whatever I save is on the other VMU. Doesn't matter because I can delete them and I'll just delete that as save from this. I didn't really get anything. I'm gonna turn the difficulty a little down. Who's even playable? Akira, Pi, Blau, Wolf, Jeffrey, Kage, Sarah, Jackie, Shun, Lion, Aoi, and that's funny, it looks like it's cut off a little.
Fight one. Ready, go!
Oh, 3 rounds.
KO. I'm faster than lightning. Fight two. Ready, go! KO. Yeah! Fight three. Ready, go! Ha! KO. Yeah!
I like this fucked up hair. Oh, Dreamcast hair, my beloved. There's just solid chunks.
Out of the ring.
There is no home console modern port of Virtua Fighter 3. However, the arcade version of 3 and 3TB is included in some of the more recent Yakuza games. I think they're both in Infinite Wealth and Pirate Yakuza. I don't know what's in Kiwami 3.
Fight three. Ready, go! Ha! Excellent. Yeah! All right.
I think easy is too easy. Might have to move it to normal. You know, I hear a lot about Virtua Fighter 2 and 3, and also 5, but not 4.
Ready, go!
1 is supposed to be, like, iconic, because it's what kicked off the 3D craze. But 2 is the better game. Because there were other 3D games before Virtua Fighter, I think. But Virtua Fighter was one of the first ones that did it well. And made 3D something the masses wanted. And it actually bit Sega in the ass because the Sega Saturn wasn't really prepared to do 3D. It was supposed to be a 2D console. It was going to be like a 32-bit powerhouse. But they threw in an extra processor, I think an extra GPU, specifically to handle 3D, and it wasn't very good because it was very difficult to work with and couldn't even render triangles. But, that actually led to a series of missteps with Sega, which led to them, eventually leaving the console market. Oh, he's drunk in boxing. Mortal Kombat should add a drunken boxing character. Assuming they can unfuck the series from where they are.
Fight 2, ready, go!
You can drink every time Jackie says yeah. You'd get liver poisoning. He just jumped off the side in the fucking victory animation. Yeah, I think I could probably turn the game up. Oh, never mind. Now it's too loud. Fun fact, Sarah is Jackie's sister.
1, ready, go!
I just wanted you to know that as they're fighting.
Fight 2, ready, go!
Yep.
Fight 3, ready, go! Out of the ring!
That's awfully high up.
Fight 4, ready,
How tall are these damn trains? Actually, I don't know how high it would normally be. I mean, I know the train platforms are pretty high in real life, but I kind of assumed they were low enough that if you fell off them, you'd be able to get back on.
Fight 1, ready, go!
Oh yeah, I guess content warning. Maybe not tasteful Native American depiction.
Fight 2, ready, go!
I don't know why Japan is fascinated by Native American culture. Because it's cool. Next question. Fair.
KO.
It is cool.
Fight 3, ready, go!
I don't know any Native American people personally, but my friend Sari is half indigenous. She's Canadian though, not American. And I haven't really done much with her, but Kohai's roommate Ryuko is also half Native American, well, Native Canadian. And they're cool. Zeri is one of my closest friends. I need to talk to Ryu more.
Fight 1, ready, go!
Pi is the bane of my existence in Virtua Fighter 2. This is continent called North America. What's your favorite pie? Fucking pecan. I love pecan pie. Ow.
Fight 3, ready, go! KO.
Oh shit, it's almost Pi Day. Then I have pie on Pi Day. Is it
Fight
cut off?
1, ready, go! Out of the ring!
Oh, she's just dead.
Fight 2, ready, go! KO.
Damn it, I was gonna kick her off again.
Fight 3, ready, go!
I think characters should die in every fighting game, and you have to attend their funerals and stuff. Mortal Kombat, but every time you kill someone, you have to perform a eulogy for them.
Fight 4, ready, go!
Oh, what? Why is that a button? Hi, Liza man. Welcome back. I'm losing in a different game. Yes, pain. The pain is over.
Ready, go!
I did say that we will see it again, though, at a later point, because next year is my 5-year streaming anniversary, and I'm going to do a thing at some point that I'm calling Redemption Arc, where I'm going to revisit some of the games I quit on stream to try to finish them. And that'll be their second shot at a chance of me finishing them.
Fight 3. Ready, go!
I walked off.
Fight 4. Ready, go!
Chad, I'm not very good at Virtua Fighter. Alright, I'm swapping to Soul Calibur. Use a technique that you normally don't use.
Game over.
Thanks. I forgive you? What for? What did I do? What did I do that was worth forgiving? Oh wait, don't you like not like Soul Calibur? Or am I misremembering?
Namco.
I'm gonna let this play out. Not a big fan of the characters, but I think the games are alright. Well, I remember you telling me years ago that you hated how annoying they were when they talked. And in this game, they only speak Japanese. So you won't be able to understand them. Oops, all lizard men. I love Soul Calibur. I'm American, foreign language makes me angry. TOS. Cool mustache. Whoa. Try this. You'll sorry. Oh, you activated me like a sleeper agent. It's Old Man Jenkins. A Russian sleeper agent. I love Soul Calibur. Welcome back to the stage of history.
Mitsurugi versus Rock. Battle 1, fight!
So Soul Calibur has an interesting history, because the original game was called Soul Blade. Or Soul Edge, or something like that. But there's the copyright troll in Europe who has the rights to the name Soul Edge. So they had to change it to Soul Calibur. So this is actually the second game. Despite the fact that this is just called Soul Calibur. It's kind of essentially a reboot while also being a sequel. I guess, as far as the name is concerned, even though it's really just a direct sequel to Soul Blade.
Battle 1, fight!
Resident Evil is still called Biohazard, Pokemon still called Pocket Monsters, Castlevania is still called Vampire Killer. I think.
Battle 2, fight!
The Kirby series in Japan is called Hoshi no Kirby, which means Kirby of the Stars. It's not even just called Kirby.
You win!
Uh-oh.
Mitsurugi, Battle 1, fight! Out of the ring! This victory strengthens the soul of Mitsurugi. You win! Battle 2, fight!
Snake tits. It's the best kind. Well, second best.
This victory strengthens
Dragon tits are the best
you
tits.
win!
Snake tits are a very close second. Why are we talking about this?
Battle 1, fight!
Yeah, I forgot Voldo and Astaroth were in this game.
This you win! Battle 2, fight! This you
You look at him and tell me there's a god.
Mitsurugi, Battle 1, fight!
Ow.
You, Battle 2, fight!
So Calibur would be better with hyper-realistic gore. Oh.
Battle 1, fight! Out of the ring! This you Battle 2, fight!
Let Soul Calibur 5 and you'll change your tune. Also, no. It is the only Soul Calibur I don't actually know. Well, okay, I don't own Soul Blade. I want to get it, though. I don't know if I'll get Soul Calibur 5. Soul Calibur 5 does a lot of things to piss people off. Had an incredible character creator from what I saw.
Final battle, fight!
Soul Calibur 5's character creator was so popular when it came out that in 2015, several years after the game came out, I found a video of people creating Undertale characters in Soul Calibur 5. It's actually the first one I played. It was fun, but I hated the characters. The guy who plays in the story mode just fucking sucks ass, and I hate him. A lot of people hate the characters in Soul Calibur 5 because they've replaced a lot of the cast.
Battle 1, fight!
Helix was replaced by one of his students. Taki is dead and replaced by one of her students. Sophidia and Cassandra are replaced by their children. Like,
Battle 2, fight!
there's also 3 different copycat characters for some reason.
Battle 1, fight!
Ow. Yeah, they seem to be struggling.
Battle 2, fight! You final battle, fight! Out of the ring! This victory strength you win!
So, guys, I want you to get a good look at what Inferno looks like. You see what he looks like? How he's made of, like, ethereal flame. He's got the Rayman limbs. I want you to remember how he looks here. Because you are not prepared for how he looks as a playable character. Yeah, whatever.
The legend will never die.
Because he's playable. I want you to think about what he looked like just a moment ago. Because this is what he looks like as a playable character.
Battle 1, fight! This victory strengthens the soul.
Anytime someone brings up that meme of the final boss when you get to play as him, unlike how usually final bosses especially in older games get dumbed down to be a playable character, I always fucking think of Nightmare and Soul Calibur. He's only playable in 2 games. He's only playable in Soul Calibur and Soul Calibur 6. He's technically playable in Soul Blade, but it's really just the sword. It's not even him, from what I know. Again, I haven't played Soul Blade.
You win!
Maybe.
Battle 2, fight! This victory, you... Inferno, battle 1, fight! You win! Battle 2, fight! Knockout! This victory strength, you win! Inferno! Versus Battle 1, fight! Knockout! This, you win! Battle 2!
Sorry, I'm getting a little focus here. I really didn't. I love Soul Calibur, so this is my favorite fight, one of my favorite fighting game series. I really like Mortal Kombat, but I'm much worse at Mortal Kombat than I am at Soul Calibur. I'm actually halfway decent at Soul Calibur. I could probably hold my own in like a local tournament, maybe. I'm Lizard Man. Lizard Man, look, I'm you.
You win! Battle 2, fight!
I'm a wizard. New spell. 10,000 bricks until you die.
Knockout!
I had no health.
You lose. Final battle, fight! This, you win.
It's kind of weird that Lizard Man wasn't in Soul Calibur 6 as a playable character, but he was an NPC in the story mode with his own fighting style the player couldn't use. Yeah, it's really weird.
You lose. Battle 2, fight!
Shit.
You 9. Battle 1, fight! This victory, you win! Battle Battle 2, fight! Battle 1, fight!
So you might recognize Nightmare and Siegfried's voice a little bit if you played some of the early Zelda games. Because Siegfried and Nightmare, or at least Siegfried's Japanese voice actor, is also Link's voice actor from Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess. Because I remember that I played as a custom Lizard Man in it. At one point, someone, maybe Geralt, who was present at least, says we're all humans here. That's funny. My favorite Soul Calibur, like, weird quote interaction thing is from Soul Calibur 2 with Mitsurugi and Taki's Fated Battle, where Mitsurugi says, "I've had enough of you," and then Taki's clapback is, "Had enough."
Inferno versus Inferno. Battle 1, fight!
That has been bothering me since I was a kid.
Perfect! You win! Battle 2, fight! Out of the ring!
I didn't know you could ring out Inferno.
You win!
Link's voice actor in Twilight Princess is actually different. There's also Link in Brawl and Smash 3DS Wii U. It hasn't been in much else. I know he has a different voice actor in Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild, but I don't know if those two voice actors are the same person. Whoa, 50 points. Alright, I'm gonna do one more run of arcade mode as my actual main. And then I'm gonna end stream.
Fan Song-yong versus Yoshimitsu. Battle 1.
Oh, I think my game's glitched.
This you win.
So if you reach a certain point in the single player of this game, you can unlock this for every character. Where if you hold R while selecting the character,
This victory strengthened the soul of Fan Song-yong. You win.
you unlock this. You can play as this weird metallic version of them. Link's Scarred Sword voice actor was also Link in Mario Kart 8, Fox, and the Mii's in Smash Ultimate, but not much else.
This you win.
So, my main in most of the Soul Calibur games is Mitsurugi. My actual main, who's only in a couple of the games, is Huang Songyong.
This victory strengthens the soul of Huan Songyong.
But he's only in Soul Blade, Soul Calibur 3, and Soul Calibur 6, and his moveset is different in 6. A little different. He's technically in 2, but just his moveset, not him. Because Assassin in Soul Calibur 2 uses Huang's moveset. Just like how Berserker uses Rock's moveset, and Lizardman, not to be confused with Lizardman, uses Lizardman's moveset. Lizardman, not to be confused with Lizardman, uses the moveset of Lizardman, not to be confused with Lizardman. Because in Soul Calibur 2, you play as a Lizardman, not the Lizardman. Though it's worth noting, in the story mode, there is a Lizardman named Ion, which is the Lizardman. Yes, Lizard. Thank you. Speaking of, Soul Calibur 5, they changed Lizardman's name to Ion, because that is his name. Because, well, there is like the Lizardman army and whatnot. Only one of them is named, and that's Ion.
You win. Battle 2, fight.
Rock.
What
is this?
Versus Battle
Rock.
1, fight.
What is this? Rock. Sorry, I saw his name and I just thought of Apollo, the African Grey. Very smart bird. He knows what things are. African Greys are very smart birds. You teach them words, and they can actually kind of hold conversations with you.
Final battle, fight.
And one of the only animals on the planet that has asked a question about itself was an African Grey. Because if I remember correctly, for something to be considered sentient, it has to question what it is. Only then can you achieve true sentience. And there was an African Grey that was being studied that asked one of the observers, "What color am I?" Which is a meta question. Because it's asking about yourself rather than your surroundings. Into the drink you go.
You battle 2, fight.
Ow.
Final battle, fight! This you. Battle 1, fight!
Ow.
Battle 2, fight! Han Song-yong was serious. U9. Battle 1, fight! Knockout!
Get in the water.
Battle 2, fight!
Get in the water.
This you. Han Song-yong versus Infer.
Yeah, Sangmin is the bane of my existence. Whether it's Xeno or the AI, fucking Sangmin is always gonna take a round off me. Or a fight off me. I can't grasp Sangmin.
Out of the ring. This you win.
Alright. Meow. So, Hwang wasn't in Soul Calibur 2, he got replaced by Yun Sung, who's like a younger version of him and has a similar moveset. And Yun Sung continued being in the series instead of Hwang, up until Soul Calibur 6, where Yun Sung just isn't present. Hwang was in the story, and then got added as the final DLC character to the game for like Season 2. But he had a different voice actor as a playable character than he does in the story. I don't know who voices him in the story, but the playable version of him is Sungwon Cho, for ZD. I really hope someday we get a Soul Calibur 7. Hwang killed him. Alright, that's it for stream. So, that's it for Super Magnetic Neo. Unfortunately, we didn't finish the game, but I kind of expected this. Next week, though, we start Luigi's Mansion. And what's special about this playthrough of Luigi's Mansion is it's going to be the PAL version, which has a different hidden mansion than the US and Japanese versions. It's visibly darker, it's harder, and the Bolossus fight is different. There's also less hearts everywhere. So, I'm really looking forward to finally getting a chance to play this. I've been wanting to play the PAL version for a long time and never thought I'd be able to. So, I'm going to find us a raid target. and we will figure out where to go from there. Let's see here. Where are we dropping? Where are we dropping, boys? I see Baron is still alive.
Soul.
I was going to raid Baron if he was still alive, so let's raid him. He's streaming Armored Core 6. Oh god, he's still a maid. Alright. So, I will be back tomorrow with Super Mario Galaxy. Tomorrow is Mario Day, March 10th. So I am very much looking forward to that. We might be finishing the game tomorrow. We might not. Depends on how long it takes me to get the remaining stars. I might go late tomorrow to try to make sure I can finish the game, because I want to move on to Galaxy 2. The nice thing is, if I don't finish it tomorrow, even after going late, then it's fine, because Galaxy 1 and 2 are on the same system, so I don't have to do any fuckery in order to get the next game. In fact, they're actually on the same cartridge. Wednesday, we're starting a brand new game. Arzette, the Jewel of Theramore. If you ever wondered what would happen if someone made the CDI Zelda games, but actually good, that's Arzette. I'm very much looking forward to that. This has been something I've been wanting to play for over a year. Been sitting on it for so long. Thursday, we'll be continuing Mother 3, and then I will not be streaming Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So that'll be it for me. If you would like to hang out after stream, I have a Discord. If you want to keep up with my bullshit and other updates, I have a Blue Sky, and if you ever miss a stream, I have a VOD channel on YouTube. And if you would like to join the raid message is Dapper Dragon Raid. You can use whatever emotes you want, as long as you copy the raid message. That's all I care about. We'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.
Soul.